Hey everyone, Grayson here, and welcome to this channel. Well, if you've ever had any trees removed like I did last year, then you probably thought your battle was over, especially after having the stump ground down. However, surprise, those pesky root suckers just won't quit. They keep popping up all over the lawn, just like these have right behind me. With that being said, today we're going to be dealing with those stubborn sprouts the right way. I'm going to be showing you how to use Bonide Sucker Punch, a targeted herbicide designed to knock back those stubborn sprouts without harming your lawn. We'll be talking about when to apply it, where to apply it, and the type of results you can expect. So if you're tired of mowing over sprouts every week or watching your lawn turn into a sucker farm, then stick around because it's time to take your yard back. Last year I had a Bradford pear tree taken out here, and as you can see, I have many little suckers that are sprouting up, and that's what we're going to be taking care of today. I also have crepe myrtle suckers popping up that are sprouts off of these three big Natchez crepe myrtles by the driveway. I also have Bradford pear suckers sprouting up along here. Now the tree that was removed was all the way over here, and that just shows you how big the tree was, because obviously the roots came all the way out almost to the street. I mowed the grass a couple of days ago, and I purposefully left these so we would have something to work with. And as much rain as we've had over the last 2 weeks, these things have really grown. Now this is the only place that I have seen the suckers pop up, and again, it just amazes me that they are so far away from the original tree stump. Now this is the product we're going to be working with today. This is the Bonide Sucker Punch. Ready to use. It has an easy brush applicator on the lid. This is to control sprouts and sucker growth, apple, olives, pears, non-bearing citrus, and ornamental woody plants. So let's give this a try and we'll see how it does. When do we want to apply this product? After these sprouts are about a couple of feet tall. Just gives you something to work with. You can apply this in the dormant season. You can apply this in the spring, pretty much any time. So I'm going to give it a good shake. I'm going to clip these down. I'll do the first one and then I'll show you a close-up on the others. Yeah, I can feel the root underneath from the tree. So we'll see how this product does, and if not, I may have to dig this out, but hopefully this is going to work. So it has a nice little wand on the end with a paintbrush, and we're just going to paint the ends. And just like that, that's all there is to it. We just painted the top of the sprout. These are the two sprout points. Now we may have to reapply these. We're just going to have to wait and see. This is an experiment. Okay, y'all, and this is where we're going to be working next. Now, this is a hedge of Tonto crepe myrtles all the way down my fence line. As you can see, these are in full bloom, but they do have suckers underneath. So we're going to be working down the fence line, and we're going to be taking care of all these suckers that are popping up. I mean, look at this one. That's like mini crepe Myrtleville underneath. So yeah, it's just something that I've needed to do for a while, and I have weed eated these down. I have mowed over them with the lawnmower. Here's some, here's a couple, here's a couple. Actually, that's one there. This is something else. Here's one that just has popped up in the lawn. So all of these need to be taken care of, especially this one looks like to be the worst. There's one right here. And I didn't mow these down when I mowed the grass because I needed something to work with. These need to be trimmed up a bit. They usually bloom anywhere from July until September. They have bloomed as early as mid-July, but typically they start coming into full bloom around the second week in August. And I mean, they are really pretty. So it's just time to get them all cleaned up. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So let's go ahead and get started. And we're just gonna paint the tips. Now in this case, the tree is not gone. So this will just kill the suckers, but leave the tree alone. And that's all there is to it. Now, in the case of the Bradford pears that we just did, even though the tree is gone and the stump is gone, the roots that are still left under the ground are like a recharged battery, and that is why it's sending up all those little shoots. I hope that y'all can see this. And we're gonna start with this sucker punch and see how we do, but I'm sure this is gonna work very well here. And if not, we'll try something else, but I always wanna try the organic approach first and see how we do. Now these have really gotten strong over the last couple of years because I haven't taken care of these suckers. I have just come out here and kind of lobbed them off with tree loppers, and I have ended up making all of the stuff stronger. So I'm sure I'm gonna have to treat this a few times. And that's all there is to it. And we'll take care of all this little stuff a little later. Big stump there. Huh. that's all there is to it. So there's so many suckers, I'm just gonna go ahead and paint them as I go so I don't lose track. And what we're really doing here is we're getting this product down into the bloodstream, so to speak. And this is going to seal these suckers right off to where they don't sprout back. And then this is just the start of me cleaning all these crepe myrtles up. And I finally discovered this product, Bonide. So you just cut and paint, and that's the great thing about this applicator top is that it has a little paintbrush on it already. Makes the job so much easier. And then maybe this fall when all these leaves are gone, I can come back out here, cut these down lower, and reapply the Sucker Punch. Okay, that's got all of these. And I'm gonna come in here later and clean all of this up. And one last sucker off of my red point maple. All of these little suckers that are growing actually off the sides of the limbs need to be cleaned up. But for now, I just wanted to take care of the suckers that were growing up in the yard and also at the base. All of these are just small little limbs and branches. And I'll come in and do a deeper clean on these a little later. And that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if so, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching Gardening with Grayson. See you next time.